Hey, what's up? What's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. How you guys doing today, man? What's going on with you guys? How things going with you guys? Man, shout out to everybody across the world. Shout out to all the hard-working people. Shout out to all the good-hearted people who want the same for themselves, just like they want for others. Shout out to each and every one of you, man. Shout out to all the bus drivers, all the nurses, all the doctors, man, everybody who doing something positive out there. Shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to all the single parents. Shout out to all the man, everybody. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. Just keep being positive, keep pushing through, and things gonna work out, believe it or not. Good morning, Lashos. How you doing? Salute to you, sis. What's going on? All right, guys. Well, you guys see the topic, man. Welcome, the background. Welcome to reality. Well, this is a serious topic, and I know. Remember, guys, on this platform is we do open discussion. Open discussion is a place where we come and we talk about different topic. We do not discriminate. Everyone have a right to their own opinion and their own belief system. It's just an open discussion where we come together and we share thoughts and ideas about what we think. It doesn't mean it gotta be, you don't have to take everything. You take what makes sense to you. All right? So, yes, as we see what's going on now, we learning more and more that we actually enter into a new system, a new everything right now. And believe it or not, reality is at our door. And right now, there's a lot of distraction is going on to keep you away from really realizing what is happening. And at the same time, everything is just closing in. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe it's just me watching and seeing what's actually taking place, or maybe some people seeing it and just not paying it no mind. But listen me, things is really closing in, and I'm not sure if anybody really watching. Maybe you see the thing is, guys, we cannot wait till it hit our doorstep to realize it's here. And right now it's at our doorstep. Believe it or not, it's right by your door. Maybe you did not open the door as yet to see it, but it's there. Everything has changed. It will not be like how it used to be 20 years ago. It will not be like that. The whole thing has changed. And I'm sitting back and I'm just looking and I'm just seeing if the way how everything changed, right? There are so many people on this planet today, so many people on this planet today, right? But at the end of the day, everything starts changing, right? When we look at the workload has to change, and the workload, this is where people actually depending on something to survive. These days, you got to fight to survive more than live. People not living. This is really not living. This is surviving. Fight to survive. Now you understand? Living is a whole different ballgame. This is fighting to survive. There's people who never do two jobs in their life, actually doing two jobs now. Why? Because one job cannot cut it. Because the bills went up, the everything went up. So now one job is not paying enough money so for you to able to live and maintain your family. So when we look at all this that's going on, I mean, this is serious. Um, these days, people rather entertainment than reality. I realize that people not interested in reality. People more interested in entertainment and the distraction and the acting. No, you ain't got to go to a movie theater to see acting. No, you could come on YouTube now and see acting. There's people who could just act out their life, their relationship is an act. They put out an act, and people following it. People, you see what I'm saying? People, that's it. People want more entertainment than reality. And look, what is reality today? The reality is today, we actually the workload is going down because now everywhere you turn, there's machine is doing the job. I remember when you was building a house years ago, that house was actually taking maybe 5, 6, 7 years, depending on the size of the house to build. Now today, you will see they start cutting down an area. Then when you do look, you see a building up, roof and everything, big warehouse, big warehouse, the building up in months, finish in months, big huge warehouse, finish in months. So the workload for mankind is decreasing. Okay? So if the workload is decreasing and people losing their job every day, people losing their homes every day, people losing their apartment every day, and it just keep happening, and it just keep happening. And meanwhile, everybody hiring more robots now for do the jobs because robots ain't complaining. They're gonna just go and do the job, do what they gotta do. They ain't gotta worry about a phone call. Oh, I'm not coming in today. So the what is happening now, it's more into a digital than physical now. So now machine is actually doing the work. So now people actually losing. Only the fittest of the fittest will survive. You said it, sis. You said it. And you're right. You're right. And we always hear this. This is a saying we always hear from young. Only the fittest of the fittest will survive. And this is something we've been hearing from little growing up. No, it's here now. It's at our doorstep now. Only the fittest of the fittest will survive. Because all this is happening. Machine taking over the jobs. Nobody, people hardly could find what is going, what is there for mankind? How mankind gonna survive? What is the plan? Do people really sit down and think about this? The plan, and realizing you hit a wall now where it's like a upgrade. You always hear about upgrade, but do you understand the upgrade that's going on now? We was the thing. You couldn't do without us because we was the one who building the house. We was the one who doing that. We was the one who thinking. We was the one who the physical work. That was mankind. No, they don't need you for that. You see what I'm saying? They don't need you for that. Why they don't need you for that? Because no, here where work is, Let me name out a few areas where work is decreasing so bad. In the hospital field, I'm learning that work is decreasing. Why? Because machine helping out. The more machine able to help, the less work for you and me, mankind, right? The music, remember, they used to have drummers, they used to have pianists, they used to have they used to have a whole group of people running a band. No, they don't need that. All they need is a computer with a certain software inside, and all these people lose their job. The machine eliminate all the jobs in that area, right? In the past, like for instance, you need a letter writer, like you want a letter, how to say it, like a professional, a letter. And most of the time, you used to have to go to maybe like a lawyer to get that type of letter right, to present to whoever. No, you don't need that. No, you could speak to a machine, and a machine could, you describe what you want, and that write that out in second for you. This is where we are today. So now that's somebody losing right there. The writers who used to be writing, who write books, who write music, who write all these things, guess what happened? They don't need it anymore because there's software you could tell what you want and they write it out for you. This thing is serious. I don't know if we really paying attention. Are we more worried watching the entertainment? Are we into entertainment? Entertainment is not gonna save us in the next year. Reality, we got to get to reality and see what is actually going on, man. This thing is for real. I just see people here talking about walking barefoot. We've been doing it from board. Well, exactly. This is, I actually grew up, some of my time, I used to be walking barefoot. I used to actually be walking bare feet. Hey, Fifi Johnny, how you doing? Hold 1 second, guys. Yes, I remember doing that. I know people these days, people know looking into that. But let me see. A lot of us are going to have to take that trip because we don't have no survival skill. Yes, I agree. Because you see, is this is the thing, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We more focus on entertainment and acting, and these things is what? This thing is what give us that drive. You see what I'm saying? But reality, man, reality is right. It ain't tomorrow and next year. It's right here at our doorstep right now. Right here. It's just unfolding every day. And this is why, and who knows, all this information that we've been sharing, that we actually sharing for so long, or there's other people who sharing all these information for so long, you mightn't get them. You might be able to find them. You see what I'm saying? You might be able to find them in the future. So I guess people make up their mind to whatever happened, they okay. But what I'm seeing now, I'm seeing where everything is actually closing in real tight. Everything is closing in so tight and so fast that it could be scary when you think about it, for real. The way how everything is just squeezing in is like every day you get up, it's closer. It's closer, it's closer, it's closer. You see what I'm saying? So all I know is either people wake up and see things for what it is and try to focus on what can I do, try to focus on the future, because what we know now, we cannot apply where we know 30 years ago. You see? We cannot apply where we know 30 years ago to where we're going to be doing tomorrow. It's a whole different ball game. You see what I'm saying? We in a digital. I was looking at a movie yesterday, and we watch movie and we take movie for what it is sometimes. But this movie is actually giving you a picture of the future and what it might be. The movie I was watching was, I can't remember the name, but you see the new cars them, right? Let me see. The big C was the test run. The real thing is coming. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. I was watching a movie, right? And you see the car. This is the next thing again. You see the cars them that drive for themselves. There's cars that drive for themselves on the road. They don't need no driver. They just drive, go wherever. They don't need any driver. And in this movie, this is something happened. Some breach of something happened. Some cyber attack. This is a movie I'm talking about. And when that thing happened, planes start falling out the sky. Because remember, these satellite is what they control these things, where these things able to function from the satellite. So I guess if the satellite's not connecting to them, they're just going on their own. So plane was falling out the sky. Then all the cars them that drive for themselves was actually just driving and running into each other, because just running it got no control. You see what I'm saying? Whatever controlling them get destroyed or attack. So now the signal that making these cars function is not working. So the car them just bashing in each other, running and bashing in each other, because there's actually no connection. This thing is serious, man. You understand? This is where we are today. And they ain't not turning back like in the 70s and in the 80s and in the 60s. It ain't like gonna be like that. It is a digital world where computer, we come like we just trying to survive today. We ain't living. This is trying to survive. Look how many people that job don't know what they put in their body. Just show us how. Look, yeah, all right, okay, all right. People need to wake up fast. It's believe it or not, it's getting serious. Some people don't believe even if they see what's going on. Well, that's true. That is true. And some people refuse to believe or take it serious. Some people just say whatever, which is understandable. If you don't want to take it serious, that's your decision. That's your choice. What I'm saying, man, is nothing like how it used to be. So just prepare yourself for a digital world. Just prepare yourself that there's not going to be, very soon, there not going to be dollars. Just remember that. It's going to be digital. And Not because it's digital, meaning things could always run perfect. Because there might be time you in a situation and someone supposed to, you need help, and someone supposed to send money for you where you at, but you cannot receive this money because the app mightn't be working. You see what I'm saying? So it's real serious time coming. It's real serious time coming, and who gonna be feeling it? The lower class, or however you want to call it, because it's gonna be rich and poor. It's not gonna be no middle class anymore. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be middle class. I believe it's gonna be rich and poor. And who gonna feel it? Who gonna feel it? We have to wake up to reality. The more you wake up to reality, the more people wake up to reality, you're gonna stand a better chance of making it. Because you are awake already and you understand. So now you're gonna try your best to do whatever you can to put it, whatever you can in place. We got to look to the future. We can't look back because it's different. It's completely different. We can't look, you understand? Yes, the past is the past. And yes, you could look back at your past. But your focus now got to be at your future because you have no idea of what is coming. You see? You don't have any idea of what is coming to you. You see, we could be here suggesting, but what we see, and I'm not going to see a plane and allow anyone to tell me it's a board. All right? Because what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing everywhere how people losing their job, losing their homes, losing their apartment. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? And I'm here, you understand? No. If we not pay attention to this because it's not by our doorstep. When the rain fall, it don't fall on one man house top, as the great Bob say in his song. When the rain fall, it don't fall on one man house top. So not because it's not on your house top today, don't mean it's not gonna come on your house top tomorrow. So we got to be careful, man. We got to be careful. The people that live in unhealthy are the first one getting it because they will have to comply or everything will cut up. Well, you don't know you don't know that works already. You don't know that works already. And I don't know why people not really looking into these things. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is serious. Just look at what's going on. Jobs, you go in the store, you see more machine operating than actually people. You go in places, there's truck that deliver stuff that able to drive themselves to they don't need anybody inside. So many things happening today that they don't need a person to do it. Look at the value. Sit back and see the value of mankind today. Just watch everything what's happening and see the value of mankind today. Just look back and see. That doesn't mean you ain't value anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, look back now, observe now, and see how much you need it. How much you need it. When everything is controlled by computer now. So time is changing, man. Time is changing, and I think it's by those steps now. And I don't think it's no one. And guys, this is not just one part of the. I'm not just saying one country. I'm looking at the whole wall. So not one. I'm not saying one place. I'm saying the whole wall. Things has changed. Everybody you talk to gonna tell you how things get hard. I remember walking in certain store at a certain time. And when you in there, when you go in there, you can't even get a room. It's full. Every time you get up inside there, it's full. On a Saturday, you go in there on a Saturday, you can't find, you know, people everywhere. You can't even find a car to get your material because it's full. No, you go in there on a Saturday, you almost have the whole place for yourself. This thing is real. The funds is not available like before, where people just feel like, all right, let me go and do this. Let me go and just tear down my kitchen and remodel it. Let me just rip out my bathroom them and just remodel it. People take it. It's different, man. It's just different. It's the whole, yep, yep. One, that's it. So it ain't no one place. This is everywhere. You understand? This is why, if you notice, if you know, and this, you see, everything put in place. Even this is why, even in the places where people were so big on agriculture, if you notice what happened now, these people have rich, fertile soil, right? But no, this new generation, the younger generation, not into that because it was working for a while. That you're importing food and they put it a certain way that the one you import gonna be a little cheaper than the local. So which one you gonna buy? The cheaper one. So now everybody get adapted into buying instead of trying to growing. You see? So now the new generation that keep coming, they're not trying to grow nothing. They're trying to, let me just order my stuff. Because now you're going to be ordering it and it writes by your door. And believe it or not, there's, as far as I'm understanding, there's going to be thing that delivering it by your door. So now people, that's another way of people losing again. So just look at it in the next 5 years. I'm not even going 5 years. And see how, see where you fit in. That's what I'm going to ask. That's a question. Look in the next 5 years and see where you fit in, where we fit in. I love what you are doing, self-sufficiency. Yes, I mean, I see it no other way right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm trying to encourage, but I only going to encourage who want to. Can't pressure nobody to do what they don't want to do. But I think that's one of the best life you could ever live. Best life. But not everybody going to agree with me on that one. But that's okay. That's my opinion, I think it's the best life you could ever live, trying to live a self-sufficient lifestyle. When you think about the whole thing, honestly, it could be scary when you even thinking about it. Number one, I'm going to tell you this again. Everybody, once it's not by your doorstep, everybody fine. Once sitting now by a doorstep, everybody fine. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say something right now that people should be thinking. They are taking us with the foot. All right, okay, okay. That's what I'm saying. You see, how this is what people are listen to me. That's what I'm asking. In 3 years, where do you see you fit in? You understand? Where you fit in? Do you think you will able to get a job in them time in 3 5 years? Do you think you will able to get a job in next 5 years from today? So think about it. Do you think you will able to get a job in the next 5 years from now? These jobs, many of us depend on these jobs for our livelihood. For real, grow your own as much as you can. Yep. Many of us depends on these jobs for our livelihood. These jobs is where we depend on to pay our rent or our mortgage or our car loan or our bills or whatever to keep our family going, right? If you lose many people, if they lose these jobs, they lose everything. Okay? And it's already happening. Many people, if they lose these jobs, they lose everything gone. Because when people had the opportunity to use their job and turn and do open up a business, start a little business beside their job, they didn't do that. They focusing on, I'm just living and enjoying my life. But in life, a backup plan is very important, especially when you have stake at hand. When I say stake at hand, what I mean? Investment, property that you're paying mortgage for, rent, all these things. You have to have backup plan to keep you. So in case you lose this job, you turn here. You have somewhere to bring an income. You see, if that was the other culture, that's what they do. The next thing, other culture, if they realize they start a business and they see it going well, you know what they do? They bring one their friend and set them up, and they just start to spread till they control the whole community. You see, so unity and togetherness is very important. Look, just observe. I ain't even got to say it. Just observe in these neighborhood who have the stores and who's selling you stuff. Please just look at that. I'm not even gonna say it. Please look at that and see where the division is dangerous and to communities where other people got to sell you your stuff. This is something, man. Wow. That's why being skillful is important. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes, I'm following you guys. All right. Some people don't understand why it's important to have as much skill as possible. That's true. Some people not even interested in having one. They're not interested. That's why I'm training my body to go days without food. So when that time comes, I can survive. All right, okay. Okay. And you're doing well. Shout out to you, Lasios. You're really doing well with that journey. I mean, believe it or not, your journey is inspiring. You understand? Your motivation is inspiring. Okay? So just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's, believe it or not, your journey is inspiring. And the way you consecutive with it. For months you get up in the morning and you doing your thing. Just keep positive. Yes. Right. You see what's going on. They come in and they sell you your stuff. That you know what I mean? So these are the things, man. This is what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. Yes, it's smart. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. In Jamaica, all stores are owned by. This is what I'm saying. Oh, just stand up, look around, and see who running, who inside selling you. You understand? Things they know you so well that they're able to sell you your stuff because they study you. Yes, they study you and they get what look there's stores, right? Even people from the island, right? There are stores you could go into and they have everything that you they know you like, your type of food. You see what I'm saying? They have all the food you like, the Edos, the Dashin, the things they know you like. So they study you. Yes, this is what's going on, man. This thing is for real. Oh, thank you. I'm putting in the work. Yes, I see that, man. I see that. I see that. I see that. I see that. We don't stick to that's the problem. This is the problem. The unity, the fight against each other, the this is the problem, and all it do, it create this division. Division create weakness. Look at these other people. Look how you will see one of them come in your community, own a store. Then when you look around, you see the whole place full of, because they work together and they build together. So they're not giving no room for somebody to come in and try divide them. And we go down giving roads that people could come in between and push you apart. Then the next thing you have nothing going, and then they take. Oh, listen, if we're not seeing, I don't know what to say. If we're not seeing what is going on, togetherness, unity. I'm not saying to fight nobody. I'm not saying these kind of stuff because I'm not promoting these kind of stuff. I believe in peace and unity. You see? Yes, I believe in peace and unity. So I'm not, but the togetherness means a lot, man. Togetherness. But what we see going on today, man, it's just strange. It's not really strange because we were seeing it on movies years ago. But what happened is we take the movies for granted. We take them as, oh, that's just a movie. Oh, I wouldn't be here when that time come. But guess what? It's here, and we're still here. That time is here, and we're still here. Everything has changed. It's nothing like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We enter into a new system. Our version has been blurred for so long that we can't see our potential. That's why we have been able to come together with no strings attached, so we all can grow and succeed together. Well, you have a strong point there. You have a strong point there. And it's sad though. It's really sad that it got to be like that. It's really sad. You know, because the things a person might fight you down for is just ridiculous. You see, the things people go against each other for is just ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? When all we got to do is come together and build. You know what I'm saying? Build together. Like, watch what others doing. We can't blame no one anymore. Just watch what others doing, and it will give you an idea. It's supposed to bring you back to reality. It's supposed to say, no, we're not doing something right. We're not doing something right. But it's always what the problem. We always love to welcome. We always love to welcome anything, anybody besides our own. We once a day, like we, oh yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? You go in a store, they treat you, you get treated the worst. You understand? Let me say it like that. Because not every store is like that. So let me say it like that. I'll take that back. But you go certain place, and just because of you know what I'm saying? It just sad. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not gonna blame anyone. You got to blame yourself, because at the end of the day, what part did you take to change anything? We could sit down and complain, but what part did we do to change anything? You know? Yes, you're right. It's easier said than done. That's true. Because it gone deep. It run deep. You see what I'm saying? It runs so deep that you're right. It's easier said than done. Because it gone real deep. It's gone real deep. So yes, you're right. It's easier said than done. But like, no, I'm watching. The distraction is so real that, I'm just saying. Because for the people who doing their thing and being positive and motivating people in a positive way, shout out to you guys. There's a lot of distraction out here as well. So if you want to focus on the distraction more than reality, that's your choice. Hey, Urban Harvest, how you doing? But the distraction is real. It is real. So much thing is happening. And you understand? Many of us rather sit down and watch entertainment than get up and go out there and try to do something for ourselves. People acting out their relationship on YouTube, and you watching and you feel that, listen to me, these people acting. It's an act. And I mean, if I ain't give them wrong, I ain't give them wrong. You check what I'm saying? If people want to be entertained, give them entertainment. We have to keep putting in the work. I agree. And I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. I just believe in progress and growth, and I just believe in trying to, if impact people in a from a in a positive light, you know. And we actually, I mean, we're doing it. We actually doing it. We actually doing it. Because what we're showing, we actually motivating. Like last us, you showing your garden and you showing your what you do, you showing what you do. And that journey of that weight loss process you did, that's listen me, it's an amazing journey. It's so much people trying to lose weight today, and they're using all different type of stuff, and nothing happened. You show, you show people the whole journey. You understand? Then you have fifth. That's motivation. Then fifth journey as well. Home said Fifi Urban also showing how she grew. You know, she real her animal, her birds. All these things is motivation. So at the end of the day, we shedding light in a positive way to others. And there's many more people doing it too. That shedding light to others that could motivate them, try to move them. Because sometimes people sitting and, like for instance, some people, they motivate themselves. Some people need that push, that push to get them moving. So giving people the positive light that they could move forward, that's for real. That's a blessing right there. A bunch of nonsense. I'm not wasting time watching anything that does not help me. Well, I've been saying that for the longest. And sometimes people get upset with me, but that's all right. In a time like this, I cannot entertain. Time short, man. Time is short. You in a place now where you realize, right? Where you realize that thing has changed, everything changing, people losing their job. You understand? You never know. You might lose your job next month and everything just collapse. And you got to tune into things that can help you. You understand? So if this time ever come, if it come at all, you have backup plan. You have other ways of surviving. You have other ways of doing things. I cannot, with the distraction and the entertainment. Don't get me wrong, guys. You free. Like I always say, everyone have a right to their own opinion, and everyone, I'm not here to tell you what you got to do. I'm just saying, I don't see. Time is too short and everything is closing in too fast for me to bury my head into distraction. I mostly want to focus on what's coming, because I don't know what's coming. I still don't know. You understand? It ain't settled as yet. It's still on a work in progress. So we don't know. So we got to look at what's coming. I cannot focus on people acting relationship on YouTube and the distraction and the entertainment. I'm not telling nobody not to do that. I only could speak for myself. But I got to look at what's coming. Look, if you notice just notice what's going on. If you're doing something real positive in these places, what you're following. You understand? Watch the difference, right? Start doing something negative, start, fighting, have your relationship and there and all you fighting each other and all whether it's acting or what, and I guarantee you're gonna see a boost. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't act out just for, I mean, do it really worth it? So I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing and focus on uplifting people because that's what I believe in. Uplifting and motivate people however I can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, start talking. Yeah, I guarantee you're gonna see a big difference. I guarantee you that. Big difference. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? So we already see what it is. The distraction is more and the entertainment is more than reality. But listen to me. It's better you be aware of it than when it hit if it do hit you. Because it not gonna hit everybody, but you just don't know who it's gonna hit. Because when the rain fall, it don't fall on your neighbor house and not yours. It also fall on your house as well. Okay? So this is why we got to be more careful into things that we putting ourselves into and what we spending our time into. Because if we spend our time in more negativity, we're gonna lose out. Okay, just sit down for a moment, think for a moment, and see for yourself the reality that coming forth. See for yourself how serious this thing is. You might be walking today and you feel good. Your boss like you. Well, your boss tell you he like you, right? Your boss like you. But then all it takes for that to change is a shift. One shift. One shift, and that could change. And even he like you have no options. You see what I'm saying? This is where we are today. So we got to be careful, man. We got to start look at backup plans. We got to start look at if this ain't work, well, then we have something to fall back on. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no joke, man. We got to figure out how. And it's not just that. There's natural disaster as well. You see? Hey, Urban, what's up? Thank you for being here. There's natural disaster as well. So it's so much you got to be aware of today. You got to be aware of the changes. You got to be aware of natural disaster. You got to be aware of maybe tomorrow you might go in and the boss say they don't need you no more. Or they might write you a letter and tell you this is the last week. This is where it's going because the norm is machine is replacing the jobs there. Warehouses, as far as I'm understanding, I don't know, I didn't went in there. There's a lot of places, not everywhere, but it's getting there. That's a lot of machine is actually operating in these places. My thing is, there's how many people on this planet? Okay. And if people losing their jobs every day, losing their homes every day, losing their apartment every day, whatever, and there might be natural disaster happening at the same time, what's the plan for humanity? What is the plan? And this is something people got to start looking into. That's why it could be scary. Maybe that's why a lot of people don't even want to think about it. And if that case, I understand because it could be scary. So some people, I don't want to go in that zone because it's gonna start mess with people. You have people who if they lost their job or lose something, what they're gonna do? They're gonna start putting things together and start figuring out, damn, what up? You don't understand? There's people who feel like I don't need to go on anymore. Some people feel like that's the end. Some people gonna feel like this is the end. I don't want to go no more. So it's not no joke. It ain't a joke, man. This thing is serious. The reality is here by your doorstep now. It ain't no next year, no 5 years from now, and no 10 years from now. It's at your doorstep. And at this time, ain't much you can do. With little you can do, maybe you should start doing it. But ain't much you can do. The privacy that went through the window. Privacy went through the window. You don't have that anymore. That's done with. You understand? That's out of the picture. You have no more of that. To some people, rather not to be hard and go through this. Yeah. Yep. You know, it's a lot of things has been lost during this journey. Privacy, that's out, yeah, that out the window. And we've been giving it up for a long time. We've been giving up privacy for a long time because everything come, we just accepting them. Doorbell, camera everywhere. Our phone, our TV, everywhere. You understand? You know the greatest thing? Let me tell you what the greatest thing. Do you remember when they bring in the new TV? Do you remember? Do you remember when the new TV come in, the old TV couldn't walk? So it's like, if you want TV, you have no choice. You understand? If you want a TV in your home, you have no choice. So now, the choice is either you want a TV or you don't want it. But guess what? If you have one of these smart TV, here with the name, smart TV, smartphone. You see what I'm saying? So we've been accepting them for a long time. So when we talk about privacy, don't even complain. Please don't complain about privacy because we give it up long time ago. You know what I'm saying? We give up the privacy. Sorry for that, guys. Sorry for that. Yes, we has given away. So don't, we can't complain about that no more because we give that up freely. So, you know what I'm saying? We give that up freely. I'm telling you, freely because we want TV and we want phone. You know, I see an old man the other day. You know what type of phone he have? He's 70 something. And you know what type of phone you have? The flip phone. You know them old flip phone? This little old flip phone? That's what he using. And I'm just, you know what I see him, I just smile. You know what I'm saying? I say, wow. And he making calls. That's the phone the man using. The man ain't have no smartphone. You understand? So, we the one who want the smartphone. We the one who want the smart TV. We the one who want Wi-Fi. You understand? So we can't blame nobody right now. We got to just deal with what's happening right now and understand that you give up your privacy a long time ago. Very long. Yes. So, man, all I can say, guys, whether you want to believe it or not, reality is at your doorstep. And what is reality? Changes that you never seen before. Because it's not going to be nothing like how it used to be. We could sit back and say, oh yeah, in my time, yeah, that was in my, that way the children don't say, but that was in your time. Yes. That way they don't say that, and they have a point. Our time is different. So now we actually got to look to the future now to see how we can cope with it and how we can live with it. But my thing is, how much people in this world? And if machine is doing most of the work, then how important are us anymore? I think that's a fair question. I think that's a fair question to ask. Because you're not gonna be living and you just eating and just living and there's a house just there. I don't think that's gonna be for the future. I think the future is just gonna be different. I don't think it's gonna be that simple and because it's never simple and easy. It only get worse. It's only get worse. So all I can say, guys, welcome to reality because it's here and you just got to accept it. Just try to live the best way you can. At the end of the day, you know your situation. You know what you're capable of. You know what you're capable of handling. You know what you're capable of doing. So you got to know what you got to do. Just remember, this is just an open discussion where we have conversation. Not here to tell you that you got to do anything you don't want to do. It's just conversation that might spark something for someone or make someone realize, man, like make you see something. Because this thing is real, man. This thing is real. And I don't know if, and then, in other places, look what's going on in other places now. Look the kind of stuff start happening in other places. And, oil is very valuable. Oil is so valuable. If you have oil, tell yourself you have something. And someone told me about something was going on in Venezuela and Guyana. And when I do my research and I look into it, I'm realizing that there's something going on between Venezuela and Guyana. And Venezuela is basically, I think it's boundary with Guyana. And now Guyana have oil. And the area where Guyana have oil, Venezuela want almost all of that area. Why? Because oil. You see? So Guyana decide, no, I'm not giving it. No, we're not giving this up. Because Guyana know if we give this up, We're giving up something that building our economy right now. Because don't you know, that Guyana is one of the fastest economy has rise the fastest. They say 62% in a year. Yeah, I think something like that. Don't quote on me on that. Do your research. 62%. Ghana not trying to give up that. But guess what now? When I start doing my research, I realize the people who part up the land was the British. I'm only quoting what I read. Is the British. So it's the British separate the land and give Guyana theirs and give Venezuela theirs. So now Venezuela believe that this portion where the oil is all over belongs to them and they want the majority of it. So I don't know if this is going to strike up a war. I don't know what it will strike up, but it's getting serious. And other countries start stepping in. So I don't think it's going to get there because when countries like the US and them play step in, people ain't going to want to, people going to back down because you can't stand up with these giants. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to get there, but this is where that no. Oil is a big thing. Oil is a big thing. And these are things that we in the future, in what's coming, I believe a lot of these things are going to start happening. A lot of things are going to start happening because this is we're going to shape everything into one. You see, all these around going to start battling with each other and everything going to just push in one. So this is where I believe it's going to become a time when it might be one leader, one person running everything. I believe it might get to that point pretty soon. So this is what I'm saying. It all over the world is not just where you are. This thing is going on all over the world, not just one country. It's happening everywhere. And people losing everywhere. Natural disaster happening everywhere. Water coming up in places. I was seeing an article, water start coming up in places that was desert. Now water is actually there now. So it's just a lot of changes going on. It's a lot of changes. So all I can say, welcome to reality, and we got to wake up to reality, and at the end of the day, do what's best for you. Okay, because I can't tell you what to do because you live in there. You got to know what you got to do. But it's just something to wake up and realize. Because, sometimes we in a sleeping mood. When I say sleeping mood, we in a sleeping zone where we just sleeping and everything is funny. Everything is funny. The entertainment, the drama, all that is funny until reality hit you. You know what I mean? Sometimes reality hit you so hard that you say, oh, you understand? It's like it become a shock to you. You see? It hit you so hard that it become like, oh my goodness, I wasn't even aware of this. This conversation is for bring you to reality and let you read because some people really zone out. And when I say zone out, I mean into different things and not realizing what is coming because so much distraction. Left, right, and center is distraction. Everywhere is distraction. You got to fight to keep yourself focused in this time. It's not easy to keep yourself focused, but you got to fight. We got to fight to keep ourselves focused, man, because we walking on a thin line. Like for instance, you walking over a bridge, right? You walking over a bridge, and what taking you over the bridge is a rope, and you got to walk on that rope, go over that. That's what we charted on right now, a thin line. And then here we have balance. There's a shark right there just waiting to swallow you up. So it's like you got to chart on thin ice so carefully. That's where we are today. Reality is here. So if we don't want to wake up and see what is happening and what is going on, and entertainment is more better than observing, especially your family, your children, that's something to look into, man. But yes, guys, I have an interview. I think it's going to be a phone interview. I think it's going to be a phone interview where it's going to be about music. It's going to be, is the music is affecting the younger generation today? It's certain type. Is it certain type of music affecting the younger generation today? So that's an interview I have coming up soon that I think I might be doing it live, but this will be a phone interview where I'm going to be asking a younger generation, is the music affecting them in any form? So they will able to give me a more understanding, because many people believe that the music today is affecting the younger generation. I know music is life, right? It's not just the music, it's the song too. But music have a lot to do with a lot of things as well. Because certain music could put you in such a beautiful feelings. You know what I'm saying? Good feelings, and you dancing and you just feeling nice. Right? And then certain music gonna put you in another zone. So some people say, like I hear some singers say, well, we just singing the music, and is the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids don't listen to the music. Well, maybe you have a point, but when you look at the world today, right? When you look at the world today, who is actually raising your children? I'm going to ask this question. Who is raising your children? Are you raising your children, or the internet raising your children? So that's something you got to look into and know for yourself. Am I raising them, or the internet? Because a lot of people today is growing up on the internet. Because when you might be successful, and you gone to walk and do your thing, and you feel so good, but while you at work, who raising them? The internet, their phone, everything is raising them. So it's hard for parents. I think it's triple time harder these days to grow kids. Some people might say, no, I don't think so. But I'm talking about the sense of able to discipline, able to teach them anything, because most of the time they're in other places getting influence, school, church, the internet. So sit back and think for a moment. Maybe it mightn't go to everybody, because some people might be aware of it. But If you're not aware of it, I'm going to ask this. Who really raising the children? You or the internet? Because they might spend more time on the internet than around you, because you at work trying to make sure the bills pay and the roof over their head. So it's not easy. So yes, the pastor could say, well, it's the children, it's the parents' responsibility to make sure that they pay attention to what the children is listening to. But that could be difficult as well. Yet, I don't know what's going on with some of these. That's what I'm saying. Things just change, man. But what can, at the end of the day, man, when you look at what's going on, is so little you can do. Because while you having these conversations with these kids, they have their friends telling them something different. They have so much outlet to get things from. In the older time, there wasn't that outlet. All they had was a community. The only thing outside you was a community, and yes, church, of course. That's the only thing. A community of people that basically have their best interests, and then the church. There wasn't no internet. There wasn't none of that. But in today's world, the internet is very influential to bringing up children. And it's hard for a parent to even say or even want to stop it unless they take away their phone, unless they take away their computer. But that does not mean they're not still going to be influenced by others. So this was a topic that all I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying is reality is here. And welcome to reality, regardless of how we feel or regardless of what we think. It's here. All right. So thank you guys for coming through. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you all for coming through. Appreciate each and everyone for coming through today. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And always remember, guys, always remember you can motivate yourself in a positive way. If you need someone to motivate you, then look for positive people who can motivate you and who also want the best for you. All right? So thank you all again. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Don't forget, Thursday, we go live Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we see you there on open discussion with another conversation like this. All right? Thank you all.